little, ouch, my face. Oh my gosh, I am very enthusiastic today because I am done. This was a nightmare. These pills, no mas, papi. These just took over my life. I feel so much better to be done with my antibiotics. Now, I still have some recovery to do. I still have to lose the weight that I gained from the medicine. I still have to eat up. I took probiotics yesterday and it made me feel even more, I don't even know. But I am happier because I went on a bike ride for the first time in like a week and a half. At least, you know, probably a week and a half. And now I'm ready to do a recipe mukbang for you guys. You guys requested this. I did this before, called bloody pasta. This is how I make kimchi bloody noodle. This is basically noodles with a bloody sauce, a special sauce that Orlin makes for me, and I want to share it with you guys. So, without further ado, before I start blabbing, before we eat, I hope you have something good to eat because we're going to be eating together. Let me show you step by step how I make, it's in there, my bloody kimchi pasta. Take a look.
Here we go, my little sloths. Here we are in the kitchen. Now, you will need half a mango cheek, 2 cloves of garlic, a bell pepper, salt, 5 to 8 small tomatoes, 5 little beets, oregano powder, saffron, my favorite ingredient, oil, and sugar, either brown or white. Now, the first step is to chop up the beets. Now, if you can't find little beets, just use 2 big ones, and once they're cut up, place them into the blender. Step number 2, cut and add your mango cheek. You can use any sweet variety. This one here is called Magolba. Step 3, chop up your tomatoes. Chip, chop, chili, chop, here we go. And add them to the blender, and do the same to your red bell pepper. Plop. There it goes. Now, step 4, add your garlic cloves. Now it's time to add the onion. Chop. Chop up the heads. Behead those onions. Oh, wow, it's getting full. Now, put on the cap and blend the ingredients until smooth. Now that it's not so crammed, you can add your oregano powder and some saffron and 2 teaspoons of salt. Blend it up again for just a few seconds and then doing a taste test here, but honestly, the flavors will change once you cook them. So begin boiling a pot of water for the pasta. I love oil. And add the sauce to the second pot. Keep the lid on for about 10 minutes. Now add the noodle. Scratch that step. Okay. No. Don't add pasta until the water is boiling. I knew that. Okay. So once the foam goes away on the sauce, take a little bit and see how it tastes. This is where you can play around with it. So we're gonna add more oregano powder, some salt, pepper, garlic powder, and the most important part, plantain powder for thickness. My sloths living outside of South America, you can use any kind of thickener such as corn or potato starch. Since we're cooking a huge portion, we are being very generous here with the amounts we're using. Okay, it's time to add the pasta. And now shred some fresh ginger. Warning, a little bit does go a long way here. So add just a little bit, add some chili spice to your liking, and let this cook for another 10 minutes.
All right, so that is how I do it. It's very easy, right? It's so simple. And I have, you know, I'm not Korean. I know mukbang's a Korean thing to do, and I've been inspired by many different people to do, you know, be doing this. But this is perfect timing. I made my very own kimchi, and I'm also going to show you how I make this kimchi. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. Well, I did it with Orlin, of course. And this is perfect because it's probiotics. I've been on antibiotics. Now I need some I need some like vinegar and some bacteria into my gut so that I can properly digest food again. We made it 2 or 3 days ago and we've let it ferment in the jar. I know that sounds gross, but that's how you do it. And I'm gonna add it to my noodles. Here are my chopsticks, which are shish kebab slider holders. This is a lot of pasta, by the way. I know this is not pretty, but yes, that's a lot. And here is the bloody sauce. So I'm gonna add them 2 together. Mr. Noodle, come over here. I had to get a thing to put this under. Ouch! There we go. See, it still kind of covers me up, doesn't it? A little bit, yes it does. Oh, make this higher. Okay, bye-bye, Orlin. Bye-bye. Wanna say hi to the sauce real quick? I just had my helper.
Hi.
my chef. Hi. Okay, bye-bye. Be safe. Don't get into white vans and don't talk to strangers. Okay. Come here, Mr. Noodle. I know you're enjoying looking out the window, but you have to say hello to the sloths. This is Mr. Noodle, and he's named Mr. Noodle because he loves noodles. So, I've been blabbing. It's time to add this sauce. Ouch, it's hot. Ow! without burning myself. Oh, there's the battery, the camera battery. I'm gonna put that down over there. Okay, so this is very easy. This step, all you have to do is combine like this. Ooh, yes, honey. Yes, honey. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Now, we did add ginger like you saw, and that's not traditionally in our recipe, but we decided we want to connect the kimchi with the sauce. We want to connect the two. So I think it would be a nice bridge between the two dishes, the two flavor, you know what I'm saying. Chef people talk, oh, connect this with this. So I'm just mixing it around like this. Oh my gosh. Look at this, everyone. Doesn't this look amazing? This color is just so poppin'. And it tastes very good. I hope all of you try this recipe. I swear, it's delicious and it's beautiful and it's healthy. Very healthy, and I'm splattering everywhere. Okay, almost done mixing. We just wanna keep mixing around a little bit like this. I'm excited to try this kimchi. I've never tasted my own kimchi in my entire life. So this is my first time having kimchi that I've made. I'm not a kimchi expert. I'm very, I was introduced to it by a friend like a year ago, and that was the extent of it. I went to a Korean restaurant, which was amazing. Tried a lot of Korean food, and they eat kimchi with everything, don't they? There goes the motorcycle. So I thought, well, now's my time to try and enjoy what you enjoy. Do, 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 do. How many of you like Totoro? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Time for my first bite, my first bite. Time for my first bite, my first bite. Yes, this is so delicious. Oh, I have to have another bite before I even speak another word. Oh my gosh. This is my napkin, because I'm very messy, and if I waste all the treats, as people. So now it's time to do my kimchi. I am so excited for this, you guys. It's kind of stuck. Oh, see, I thought it would like pop off. Oops, spilling. Oh, interesting. So I'm gonna take let's move this out of the way so you can see even better. I'm gonna take my chopsticks, and take out some kimchi. And we're gonna put some kimchi. Wow, that was a fail, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. Take number two, without making this snap. This is not gonna work. How about I just pour some in here? There we go, kimchi. I don't think this is the way you're supposed to take kimchi out of the bowl, is it? Probiotics, yes, make me normal, yes. Antibiotics are a pain, aren't they? They mess up everything. I'll put this back here so that everyone can see the beautiful kimchi that I made. Oh, that's right, I have to show you the recipe. Well, you're gonna have to wait one more day. I already have it filmed, but anyways. Now I'm gonna try my first bite of fermented kimchi. Oh, that is a mixture of sweet and sour. Because we put pineapple juice in there. Instead of fish sauce, we used mushroom sauce, soy sauce. Oh, spicy. Oh, and fermented. Oh, and ginger. The ginger, connecting the two dishes. Let me show everyone up close with my chopsticks. If I can grab it. Help. Oh, it's been a struggling week. Let me tell you, this week has been struggle. How about there we go, we stab it through like this. Oh, I dropped it over there. Let's try this one here. How about I actually stab it with the point? There we go, now this will not fly off. There's the kimchi. Does this look like kimchi? Koreans, help out Mr. Sloth. It tastes like kimchi. I don't know, can Noodle eat this? I don't know. Well, I can't use chopsticks, so I'm gonna use a fork. Please don't hate me for this. And let's take more bites. What are you eating with me, by the way? I hope we're eating together. This is delicious. I want to take this time now because we are in the beginning. Now, as you've heard my blabber about being on antibiotics and being sick and not being blah, 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 blah. Well, I want to thank a special sloth of mine. He views, well, I think he's new. He recently found me like a few weeks ago, but he's been leaving so many supportive comments. And then yesterday, when I was going through my little meltdown, yeah, well, not really. Well, you saw, it wasn't very happy. I like almost started crying, and it was just, being sick is not fun. Even if you're still working, you know, you have to do what you have to do. He left, what's his name? I wrote it down because it's a funny last name. Funny because I think it's Polish. Wojciech Waski. His name's Thomas. Thomas, if you're watching this, thank you so much for all your supportive comments yesterday. And he wrote, like, everyone, leave hearts for Nikocado. Leave hearts for Nikocado for him to heal faster or get better. And it worked. My face isn't as swollen. My belly's not as swollen. I'm feeling more alive. Isn't that right, Mr. Noodle? Thank you so much. And then everyone started leaving comments with with hearts. Thank you so much. I just really appreciate that. That was so nice. Oops. Whatever. I'll just slurp it in. That's what you're supposed to do with noodles. Slurp them in. Oh, Mr. Noodle, would you like to try one? Can you speak for the sloths and say noodle? Noodle. Oh, he said noodle. Did you hear that? He kind of goes nurdle. Okay, he had a little bite. You are going to stain my shirt when he drops it, which he will. You can just watch. Prayers for Noodle. Struggle bus for both of us. But like I said, I'm just feeling so much better. With this kimchi, oh, the ginger and the oh, this is so good. Let me have more probiotics. Can you say noodle? There you go. Yay, everyone clap for Noodle. Clap for Noodle. You know that emoji con? Okay, yesterday was hearts, right? I want all you guys, if you're at this point, it's only like 15 minutes into the show, I want you to please put the emojis of the little bird. Just write a comment and just be bird, the emoji, the head of the bird, you know the bird emoji. Please type it for Noodle. Yes, for Noodle. He doesn't want to get off. That's okay, he just wants to eat some noodles. Please. You are gonna make Noodle's day. He's gonna be so happy. Look at him. Okay, it's okay. You want some more noodles? Oops. Noodle. Can you say noodle? Oh, there you go. Did he drop? No, not yet. I think he ate all that. Mmm. Let's add more kimchi. Oh, here it comes. There we go. Ooh, that smells. Okay, let's put the lid back on. Yummy. Oh my gosh, so when we were making this 2 or 3 days ago, we were following a recipe that we found on YouTube, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. Well, because we had to change it up. We don't eat fish, so anyways, I'll show you what we did. But we were following a recipe, and then we had kimchi left over because we only have 1 jar, and we thought about going out to buy another jar, but they're expensive. This jar is like $8. It comes with mushrooms, and we're like, we can't blow $8 on a jar, and you know, it just wasn't. It's expensive for us, so we had extra. You know, cabbage is cheap where we live, so Orland's like, I'm just gonna eat this how it is. He didn't ferment it. You know, it was raw and it was cabbage and all this stuff. Well, it was Korean meets Mexican because he added like 5 to 8 avocados. I think I have video footage. If I do, it's gonna be playing right here. If I don't, well, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I took a photo of him too. He was so cute with his avocado, his Mexico meets Korea. And I tried it. Oh my gosh, and he squeezed more pineapple juice into it. And the fat, excuse me, from the avocado really absorbed the flavor, noodle. It really absorbed the flavors. And it was just so delicious. It was like a dessert. It was a dessert. It was so good. And he ate the entire bowl himself. Say noodle. No, you have to say noodle, not peep. Noodle. Oh, there you go. This is very delicious. I'm gonna try to eat all of this. This is at least 2,100, 2,200 calories right here. Yes. And I'm gonna eat all of it. More kimchi. I know this is a slurping mukbang, but what do you expect when you click on Noodle? Noodle, yes. Wow, I feel myself again. I'm one of these people that has like this happiness bug inside me. I'm so happy it's over. Ugh, I need to stop talking about it. You know what I do want to talk about? I have it on my little sticky notes to remind me. I want to thank some of you guys for all your comments, for being return customers. You're not paying for anything. What do you call it? You're coming back. A return viewer, a return sloth. So I want to take this time. I have like 6 or 7 people I would like to thank for always leaving comments and being here to eat with me. If you see this when I announce your name and butcher my can't speak English well. Well, oh, please tell me what you're eating with me right now, because that's really exciting. Is he eating all of them? He hasn't dropped a single one on me. Noodle, you have an appetite. All right, here's a big one. Say noodle. Noodle. Can you say something else for the sloths? Oh, wow. There you go. And this is gonna keep him nice and content for a long time. Uh-oh, no! Uh-oh! My shorts getting full of... Anyways, so the first person, the first sloth, super sloth, is Alexandra Loffenstrassel. I think that's German. So good, oh my gosh. This should be a restaurant food right here. So delicious. And it would make any child want to eat their vegetables, right? Like 4 servings of beets. Beets are high in something. Antioxidants, right? Actually, when you cook beets, the antioxidants go up. I think it's beets. There's a lot of vegetables that happens to. Some it's the opposite, but some it's that way. Anyways, thank you so much, Alexandra. You are awesome. I'm looking right at you. Thank you. The next person is Brenda Santos. Oh my gosh, I see her all the time. I think you send me snaps, don't you? I'm starting to put faces with names. Returning viewers, returning sloths. Did you eat up? Noodle? Oh, there you go. See, he's very behaved today. Delicious. So delicious. So thank you, Brenda Santos. What's your Santos? Anyone know what that last name stems from? I don't know. What am I eating? Wow. The next sloth is Isabel Marchinoin. Isabel, thank you. Isabel. Oh my gosh, there's this girl in my Irish step dance class back when I was a child. Oh, went into my eye. Irish step dance class. Let me scoot this a little out the way. There you go. And her name was Isabel, and I used to like tease her. I don't know if I had a crush on her or if I was jealous of her ability. No, I don't think it was that. I think maybe I had a little crush on her. I used to be like, Isabel, you Isabel. Isabel is a belle. Just, little game with her name. Excuse me. And she didn't get upset by that, did she? No, I don't think she did. Okay. Saria Nevia. Oh my gosh, that is not how you say it. Sarai Nieves. That must be Spanish. Saria Nieves. Thank you for your comments, and I'm sorry that I did not say your name right. Oh, Noodle. Yeah, I see you comment all the time. Thank you so much, so much. From one sloth to another sloth. Do you see the way he's kind of looking down? He'll like turn his whole head so one eyeball's giving me this stinky eye. That's what he does. He does it to Roberto all the time when Roberto's eating and saying, wow, that is my food. And the next person is Naya Rose Rodriguez. Thank you so much for always commenting. Wow, is this getting boring? Don't worry, I have two more. Sorry. I haven't even begun my story time yet. Don't worry, there's a great story on the way. Noodle, this is so good. And Madeline Collins. Lots of comments. Oh my gosh. She will comment like 5 times under each video, and she'll respond to people and start conversations. Yes, girl, that's what I love. You are a super sloth. And Nancy Boline. Thank you, Nancy. I see you all the time. I can picture your thumbnail. And of course, Thomas, the guy that said the hearts. Last but not least, I played Amazing Grace along with Totoro. Well, the Amazing Grace was requested by Beth Sim. And I saw your request and I said, I should play that. And it was appropriate for today because I'm finally out of the smog, out of the darkness from being, sick. Not all the way, but mostly there. My foot's still left in, but my whole body's out. So I'm very happy. I'm happy today. So that is all my notes. We're done. So now I can really begin to tell you stories. Let me take another bite of this. Do not go on a date while eating this. You don't want to take your girlfriend or your boyfriend out to eat this because you will, my table is a mess. Noodle, how are you doing, honey bunny? Noodle? Or are you getting full? Noodle? Oh. Can't be full from noodles, can you? Oops, there you go. So, I want to tell you about yesterday. Yesterday was my day off to recover. It was the lowest point of my low of the lows. And so I didn't go on the computer. I didn't do a mukbang. I basically laid around and slept and cried. But this was so amazing. Orlin was like, you know what? We have to get out of here. Let's leave the city. Let's go to like a countryside area. Let's just go driving around. So, we hopped into the car and we drove around and we're out at the city. And this is the sun's starting to set, right? And I have food with me because you guys know I can't travel without food or bad things happen. So I was eating my food late night. Well, my appetite was all over the place because of the meds, but the countryside is gorgeous. mountains, and the sun was setting down, and the clouds were gone. It was completely cloudless. So it was even hotter today. So we're leaving our place. We're going up to the nearby mountain. And it's the sun setting, right? And you hear the birds, and the birds are going across the sky. They have the wild corn parrots and little yellow birds, and everyone's singing their song, and they're praising the sun as it starts to go down. And you can hear the ch-ch-ch-ch-ch from the crickets. It beautiful, natural. Oh, the camera's about to die. Hold on. Okay, so where was I? Let me take another bite, because if I start talking, I won't finish. Look at him. Noodle. He is watching. Not completely full though. So, beautiful, right? And so we're sitting there, we get out of the car, we pull it on the side of the road, up on this mountain, you can see the valley, where, you know, down below. And the birds and the sun's coming down, and all of a sudden, butterflies come going, and you don't usually see butterflies at nighttime, but two beautiful butterflies flew across our faces. And Orlin looks at me and he's like, I love you. And I'm just like, I love you too. But you know, I'm sick, so I'm just like, I say I love you too, but I'm just kind of out of it. This is very deserted. There's no one around us. It's starting to get dark. So we're both sitting on the hoof, the little engine part of the car, and he puts his hand on my hand. And then, you know, that felt nice. It made me thankful that no matter how dark it gets in my world, no matter how low I go, I still have him to help pull me back up. And you saw in yesterday's mukbang, I couldn't even finish, and then he came in and helped me along the way, and it was just natural. His energy makes me happy. So, this is not the best part. The best part is that the sun finally sets, and we're just talking about life. We're talking about what I want to do with my future. What is my purpose? What is my goal? You know, these scary questions. He's like, are you just going to sit and do mukbangs for 5 years? I said, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm happy with what I'm doing now. Let's leave it at that. And then, all of a sudden, he says, look into the sky. And for the first time in a very long time, I saw hundreds of stars. Those of you watching this that live in like Arizona or Utah or the Great Plains of the United States, or up in the UK, up in like Stonehenge, or if you're in Korea, well, Korea is very popular. I don't know. I'm trying to think of deserted places, right? You take for granted looking at the stars each night. And, it depends on the clouds too. So it happened to be completely cloudless. I could see the Big Dipper. I could see the Little Dipper. I could see these patterns, and the stars were twinkling. And Orlin, he's a genius. He knows everything about science and stars, and he says, each one of those little dots of light is a sun, most of which are bigger than our own sun, that we see every day, the one that we just saw set behind the mountain. Isn't that incredible? And I said, wait, I don't remember them teaching me this in school. Maybe they did, and I forgot, or I didn't pay attention. Noodle is peeping hardcore. And I said, okay, for each one of these stars, if that's a sun, there must be life out there. He goes, of course. He says, we have named thousands of planets already, hundreds of planets. I'm like, what? I thought we can't even leave our own solar system. He goes, yes, we can't leave our solar system, but we can see other planets. And he says some of them are like X22, Y275. They're named from alphabets and letters. And he's like, there's so much more life out there. He goes, but even if we designed the technology to travel to those other stars and those other planets that you see in the sky, by the time we get there, they would be gone. By the time they get here, we would be gone. And I'm like, how do you know? And I don't know how he really explained it, but he was just basically saying that light years is a funny thing. Time is infinite. Oh, Mr. Noodle. And we can't travel at the speed of light. And even at the speed of light, it's too far away. And I'm like, well, how, you know, Star Wars. Boom, 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 yoy, 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 yoy. The Star Wars thing with Darth Vader. That was inspired by like real life information saying there must be thousands upon thousands, infinite number of worlds and other life out there. And the psychic twins, my girls, the psychic twins, oh, love them. They, all the time when they do psychic readings with the big YouTubers, they're like, you came from this planet. You have been on this earth for 15 lives. Or this is your first time here on earth, and this is your last time here on earth. And I'm like, I want to know where I come from. So in Star Wars, they could travel between other planets, but Orlin explained, well, perhaps that's in their own solar systems. Or the two suns are a lot closer than, you know, the possibilities are infinite. So in other words, it was just so beautiful. When you look at the stars, when you put away your phone, when you turn off the computer, when you go away from the city, wherever you live, and you go someplace on a great day when it's cloudless, and you look up to the stars, it's a feeling of wonder, of imagination. So many thoughts come into my head. You know, why am I here on this earth? Why? How long have I been here, and how much longer do I have to stay here? You know, if you believe in global warming, it's gonna wipe us out soon. Yellowstone is gonna blow up. The Canary Islands will fall down and wipe out the whole eastern coast of the United States. Oh, there will be a meteorite. The possibilities are endless. Nuclear war. I mean, we are not going to be here. So where do I go after here? I don't know. I want to know. Do you know? No one knows. Wonder. And watching the stars twinkle is so cool. I forget the reason why they do that. He explained to me, but I forget. Noodle, were you my brother in a past life on a different planet? Ouch, your nails. Okay, that just scared you. I'm sorry. I thought he would come onto my finger. He's actually very comfortable right now. Are you in a relationship? The next time you see your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, or your wife, look at them and be like, are we together for a reason? I think Orlin was like a big brother of mine in the past, or a father. Just because of the way he treats me and the way I feel around him, it's almost very father-like. That sounds creepy and not G-rated, but excuse me. It's like the energy you sense from people. I don't know. This is so much food. Let's have some kimchi. Here's the kimchi. Come on, focus, please. Focus. 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 Ah! That's the kimchi. So interesting. I like it and I don't. I've never been a fan of sour things, fermented things. But also, I do like it. You know, there's foods that we don't necessarily love, but you don't necessarily... what am I talking about? I don't know what I'm saying. These noodles are incredible. He's giving me kisses. You hear that? You see him pulling my hair? He's preening me. It's a way of saying thank you for the noodles. Want to preen my hair? Or you're just cleaning your beak. You're wiping your beet sauce onto my hairs. This is so good. So that was amazing. You know, I I encourage everyone to try to do that. And even if you can't go up and look at the stars and think about where you come from, and whether your wife was your pet dog on planet Jupiter, then just try to put off the electronics and get out of the house. It just works. That's why I'm a little red. I'm sunburnt because we're in the sun. It's hot where we live. Very hot. Oh my gosh, it was very hot yesterday. Oh, by the way, you guys, this Sunday, I'm going to be on YouNow again, live stream at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be my dinner. It's going to be like early dinner for a lot of people on the Eastern Coast. It's going to be like lunchtime for the people on California. And I'm sorry for leaving out all the other countries. I just don't know what time zone it is. So figure it out, please. It's going to be New York time, 4 p.m. this Sunday at YouNow. And I am there to and I'm going to be there for you guys. And last time was such a success. Hundreds of you guys it was just so much fun. And all the sloth the family. I love that. Hi, sloth number 42. Hi, sloth number 2, number 5. All the sloths. It was so nice. So this Sunday, I'm going to be there. And I really hope that you can, take the time. I'm going to be there for 1 hour. So between 5 and 6 p.m. New York time. Noodle, will you be there? Will you be there? Oh, will you be there? Okay, girl, these probiotics are working. Well, you guys, I'm starting to get nice and full. It looks like a lot left, but it's really just sauce. Here's the noodle part. So all from this part over, I have eaten, and it was, kind of high up-ish. Not that high, but like up to here. I finished I am full, I am done, and I think it's time for us to say goodbye. What do you think, Mr. Noodle? What do you think? You have some beat on your snout. You have some beats on your beak. Say hi to the sloths. Can you say hi? Thank you so much for spending time with me and Mr. Ouch Noodle. And we will see you tomorrow for another eating show. If you're new, please consider subscribing because I do these every single day. And thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, please give this a thumbs up so that I know. And I really, excuse me. And like I said, I really hope that you guys take the time to try out this recipe. And feel free to tweet me your recipe. Tweet me on Twitter, obviously, Nikocado Avocado, or send it on Facebook, and I will give your photo of your food a little shout out and a video later this week in my mukbang. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Have a very good day. Take the time to look at the stars, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, hello, Mr. Roberto. Everyone's been asking how you're doing. Well, that's how he's doing. The back of his head. Pijitos.
He's missing 2 feathers.
He's missing quite a couple feathers because Noodle baptizes him. If Noodle's jealous that he's eating food when he ain't eating food, baptism. So he's missing a few feathers now. Oops, oopsie doopsie. So I'm just gonna put this down like this. I'm just gonna finish this. Do you hear that? See, this is how much I left from the mukbang. It's not that much. So I'm just gonna, like an hour, 3 hours have gone by. I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, okay, time for more food. So I'm just gonna finish what I made. And then for dinner, I'm gonna have probably bread with avocado. We have lots of Hass avocados in the house. Surprised you're not begging for food, Mr. Noodle. So normally, I said goodbye, and when I say goodbye, I mean it. But I was like, this is too much of a treat for food porn. If you guys like to watch people eat, this is the time. My phone. The Psychic Twins. I'm always getting updates from them on Twitter. They're the only people I follow on Twitter right now. And I only did it because they followed me. I'm like, oh, I guess I should follow them back. I don't know. This is really good. While I was editing this, I saw that I had, for about 5 minutes, some beet sauce on my chin. And I know that, I'm like, that's gonna irk a lot of people. Whoops. Well, if you're watching this right now, you got through it. Or maybe you didn't even notice, I don't know. Roberto? Oh. Roberto? Uh-oh, Noodle's just watching him, he's jealous. Noodle, 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 say Noodle. Oh, got your head chopped off from the camera frame, didn't you? This is excellent. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going, Mr. Roberto? I know it's probably so hard to see you because of the light, the way the light's casting a big shadow on you. There you are, Roberto. I know, it's so nice. Beep, beep, beep. He is so sweet. Noodle, birds are full of personality. All animals have personality, Orlin, he wants to get this little pet tortoise. I don't know if we're gonna do it. They're so cute. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do with that? But he had one in the past, and he's like, they have so much personality like dogs. And so we just watched here you go. We had watched a tortoise video on YouTube. A compilation of different tortoises playing fetch, chasing dogs, biting cats, eating with kittens, chasing lasers. It's pretty cute, actually. Almost done. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh. I will still be here in South America. I'm gonna send my parents an email or I'll call them up on Google Hangouts and say, Happy Thanksgiving. Oops. Oh, don't fall off. We are almost done, just a few more bites. I just want you guys to really enjoy watching me eat this. Look at him. Kimchi. Kimchi is so cheap to make. How much is it in the stores? How much? Koreans, please comment down below. Or anyone, you don't have to be Korean to know the price. Hello. Wow, tell me how much it is. How much do you pay for a jar of kimchi? Because literally it costs us like $2 to make. For the pineapple. I mean, you just use pineapple juice, but we actually have fresh pineapples here because they're native to where we live in. We just squeeze them. Fresh juice. Roberto? No, okay. Wow. He loves head scrubs, as you can see. How's Mr. Noodle doing? Does Noodle want some more? Here, let me give you a small piece because I know you'll drop it. There are no. Oh, here's a small piece. Here we go. Noodle. Oh, Noodle. There you go. There it goes. Okay. My last bite is right here, and it's literally just a string. When I come out with my recipe book, and Orlin comes out with his recipe book, or we just do one fully fried by Sloth.